for today's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Did y'all have a good weekend?
Yeah, did y'all have a good weekend?
We're recording this on March the 9th, 2025, and the energy has just been crazy. I mean, we've been going through stuff. I think, is there anybody who's not going through stuff?
What is the energy
right now?
What does the energy felt like to y'all?
Yeah.
Like, for real. Because this energy for us, it feels not good. Like, it's not a good
thick.
energy.
It's like everybody needs to take Mucinex. That or a laxative. Maybe both.
The doctor says I need to take a laxative.
If you've never seen those David Lee Roth videos from back in the 80s, my God, they were excellent. The songs were meh, but the videos were great. Mm-hmm. I think that was maybe Gypsy Rose was the name of that song.
See, I have no idea where I didn't know where that doctor take laxative thing.
And he comes in like the headhunter. It's all those videos from that album were really good. They had to, because that was what was selling the album, because the music was just I mean, it was okay. It was generic. Let's face it.
That's the issue, generic. And if something is too generic, nobody will listen to it.
Well, and David Lee Roth, he was another one. Oh my God, it's just
unless it's one of those
excellent with Van Halen. He was excellent with Van Halen. He really was. But then he got up his own ass, and that happens with a lot of performers.
Let's face it, the only people who listen to generic music is Mayo moms.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. But this is the thing, when you want somebody who has a very strong personality on a lot of this stuff, and then a lot of times those strong personalities do buy their own hype. That's always a dangerous thing. Do not surround yourself with people who are telling you how fabulous you are all the time.
No, you do not want to be around yes man.
Because they will lie to you. Mm-hmm. You need to have somebody that's going, no, dude.
Like, that's not a good move, dude. You don't need to do that.
Yeah, you need to have somebody that speaks truth. Everybody needs that. So, but the energy has just been crazy. We've got a lunar eclipse that's supposed to be coming in on March 13th and 14th. It's going to be a blood moon.
Loves it. Loves it. That's great.
Yeah.
Party.
Yeah. Yeah. But we took the weekend off just to de-escalate and process and different things like sleep. And then I don't think other countries, is America the only country that still does this daylight savings time bullshit?
I don't know. I think
that has been antiquated since the invention of the electric light.
Yeah.
Hopefully this will be the last time.
I mean, it was stupid to begin with, but...
Yeah, and it's like somebody had posted something wonderful and just very simple and true on X. They're like, their farm animals don't care whether they do daylight savings time or not.
Yeah, pretty much, because they run on circadian rhythm.
Yeah, that's how humans run too.
That's how we're supposed to run, but there has been forces, trying to get us to go against what we're designed to do,
Oh, lots of them. There are so many different forces coming against humanity right now that it's crazy.
It's like your body. You sleep when you're tired. You eat when you're hungry.
Yeah. And let the experts do whatever. Experts on what?
Right.
That's an individual thing. You've got to have this many meals a day. You've got to do this. And you've got to... No, sit down. If you want to do it that way, you do it that way. Leave everybody else alone.
Yeah. Let people figure their own shit out.
Yeah. That make it work for you.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody that makes it work for him is a gentleman named Matt Baker. You don't know of Matt Baker. You experience Matt Baker.
Yeah, it's a journey.
It is a journey. And I had first heard of him on Alex Jones years ago. And I was hoping that maybe he would respond. I had sent him a message over on X. And Alex Jones is back on YouTube.
He is. We must have gone through a time loop or something.
It was just like, what happened here?
Of course, he was wrongfully banned off
yes,
of YouTube anyway.
Was.
So, like,
every place. People, instead of sitting and listening to what the man was saying, they were taking someone else's word for what the man was saying. And everybody wants to cheat off somebody else's test. No. Do your own work. Mm-hmm. Do your own research.
Yes.
Make up your own mind about situations. Seek truth.
Mm-hmm.
And it's to sit there and go, oh, well, so-and-so did such and such. You got to hear the whole story on that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's interesting because on it must be tomorrow on the 10th or whenever it is, he is going to interview David Icke.
That's going to be interesting.
It is going to be massively interesting. And it's like, I'm not sure exactly where this is going to be available to view. And he does have a subscribe thing there on his X account. I don't know if you have to subscribe in order to watch the interview.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully he'll answer me. If he answers me tonight, even if it's not during the video, I'll put it in the description box.
Okay.
But he is, what did I tell you? He was from San Diego, wasn't that where it was?
San Diego, California, maybe?
Dreadlocks halfway down his back.
Where is San Diego? That's California.
That is California.
I thought so.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Yes. I don't pay attention.
Oh, God. Oh, God. And so he's a very articulate gentleman. Uh-huh. Very unconventional looking. He will get your attention one way or the other.
He would make a damn good metal singer.
Yes. They have made videos of him going into some of these public meetings, and it's not quite screamo, but very forceful. Yeah.
He's got some, I mean, it's righteous rage, you know.
It is.
Put behind it. He
would have done well as a wrestler, and maybe he was at some point. I don't know.
You never know.
You never know. But he's a patriot. And for him to branch out and want to talk to David Icke is interesting because Icke and Alex Jones have not gotten along for many, many years. And I think that's where David Icke, I think he has become very bitter over the years. Sort of in the way that George Carlin became bitter over the years.
He kind of wears that bitterness on his sleeve.
Oh, yeah. It's like, does he really think that he was the gatekeeper of truth?
Right. Maybe because, like, he's been screaming it for a long time.
I get that. And that he inspired many. Mm-hmm. Why could he not be happy with the satisfaction that he inspired many? And you know, for them to dig for deeper truths and different things like that. But no, he hasn't gotten his accolades. What does he want? Does he want people to bow down at his feet? It ain't going to happen.
Well, the thing is, that's probably why, because he's not, I don't know, does that fall into the line of not being humble?
Yes. Yes, it does.
So
it falls into the David Lee Roth category up his own ass.
That's why he has not got the accolades that he so wants.
Right. That's exactly right. And he just comes off as a bitter old jerk.
Mm-hmm.
So for Matt Baker, and they are going to be talking about the reptilians.
The lizards.
Yeah.
Lizard people.
Because that is something that... And Icke was one of the first in recent memory to start talking about, you know, that there were other beings on the earth with us.
Mm-hmm. I still need to get some of that snake repellent and go to Lowe's.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I wonder what would happen. What would happen if you go into the snake repellent section? You know, the section that sells this, and just open it up, dip your finger in it, rub it, just walk around the rest of the time.
I think I would do a test strip on that in case you've got some kind of an allergic reaction.
You know what? I'll risk it.
We're not telling anybody to do that.
No, I'm saying that I'll do it. I'm the idiot that will do it.
They've got a like a spritz or a tester on that, like they do on the perfumes
Yeah.
and stuff.
Don't try at home.
Do not do that. I mean, honestly, I don't know what's in that stuff. But, you know, we've had a lot of people talking about different, if you want to call them extraterrestrials, that's what they were called for a long time. Then there's some that's like, no, they're older than humanity. We don't know. Many cultures have talked about beings that came from the stars. There's other ones that's talked about earth spirits. Those things used to be common to talk about. And it was the science and all that stuff that's like, oh, you can't talk about that anymore. You're foolish. You're stupid if you talk about those things.
Well, those are the people that also wanted to discredit the spirit realm, you know?
Same thing, yeah.
Also, this ones that comes from the star children.
Yeah. And let's think about it. The science is being proven has been a whole lot of psychological warfare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of psyops.
Mm-hmm. Big time.
Brainwashing.
And, you know, do I believe that there's other disclosure and stuff coming? Yes, I do. Of what kind, I have no clue. Could it be Project Bluebeam, where it is one of the great deceptions? I don't know. I don't know, but I know that Palmer, I listened over 5 hours. It was 5 hours. It took me an entire day. 5 hours. Don't expect me to sit still and listen to much of anything for 5 hours.
Yeah, no.
Now, it is available there on YouTube. He did have a lot to say. I've got fucking ADHD.
Well, the thing is, not many people can sit there for 5 hours straight and listen to it,
maybe
know?
If people that do, like, crochet and stuff like that they sit
don't have
and
lives.
they can be still for that long, it may not be a problem. It was just a problem for me. I understand that's a me problem. Oh.
But the people that have jobs, that have to run a household, stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just really difficult to invest that amount of time to sit and listen or watch or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then there's some people that if you can't invest that amount of time, they get pissy. That's a them problem.
Right. Right.
That's one of the reasons we do what we do, is so that people could go on with their lives. There's people that listen to us while they're walking their dog, when they're driving, when they're washing their windows or car or making breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Good. We want that.
Yeah.
We don't, I mean, that's why there's nothing to see.
Right. It's literally like radio.
We're portable.
Yes. Radio.
Yeah. Exactly. That was one of the wonderful things about radio. And it's still a wonderful thing when you have an audio-only presentation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we occasionally have things for you all to see.
I wonder if someone got YouTube Music, I wonder if they could listen to our videos like a podcast, like sort of on Spotify, their podcast, you know?
I don't know. That's a good question. You'll have to go down that rabbit hole.
I would have to test that out. I had someone tell me that YouTube Music sucks. And it's like, I actually have really good experience with YouTube Music.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, back in the day before YouTube went stupid, before everything went stupid, I was able to find an amazing amount of music, because it's like, you like this, then all these other artists that you may never have heard of would come up in the selection. And now it'll be the same 3 or 4 or 5 over and over and over. And it's just like, it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just like recommended videos. They're doing the same shit. It's the same. It doesn't matter how many times you refresh. It does not matter if you go off of YouTube onto someplace else, come back hours later, it'll be the exact same screen.
I think what came from that, how that came into being, was that people would click on a video and then realize, oh shit, there was another video I really wanted to watch, but I didn't put that in a new tab, or I couldn't watch it again. So like they keep it there so that you can go back and click on it too. But also, that's why there is a watch later thing. So you just
I mean, you can refresh. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter. It's whether it's on your phone, whether it's on the Roku, whether it's in another another room. It's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But anyhow, this ought to be a very interesting interview with Ike.
I do wonder if Ike is going to make an ass of himself, you know?
That's a good question. I think, well, we've got the eclipse coming, and there's a good chance. There's a good chance. I mean, to have the introspection, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
To work on something, to dedicate your life to a cause, and then see people come up in a year or two or whatever with the same information, and all of a sudden they've got all this notoriety and all the fame and all the money that comes with it and different things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. That's frustrating as shit.
Yeah.
But if that's part of your life journey, then just humble yourself, be grateful to God that you were of service, and go on.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Acting like an old ass, that's a bad look on anybody. Ask Congress.
Have you seen those? Have you seen those old people in the protests?
Mm-hmm. I have. And I have made comments about some of those people that they were probably draft dodgers back in the day also.
Some of them, more than likely.
Because some of us that grew up with these people that came back from Vietnam, the ones that did come back, and they never came back the same, ever. Nobody can. And so, and it's like, I get it. If they were smart enough to do whatever to where they did not have to go and be cannon fodder, good. But at this point in life, realize the choices that you made. Be glad for them that you had that option. Not everybody had that option. And at this point, sit down and shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Flat out.
Mm-hmm. I was also thinking about the little old women in those protests.
Oh, yeah, because some of them were... Do you think Karen is a new thing?
Oh, I know it's not a new thing, but it's like...
Those are some of the worst ones. Malcolm X talked against that. He said that one of the most dangerous and harmful things, I don't have an exact quote in front of me, was a white liberal woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was spot on.
No joke. That's how a lot of this SJW shit started.
Yes, it's the same thing. Why do you think that the serpent whispered to Eve and not Adam? Yeah.
Honestly, I really don't know.
Well, it's because our half of the species has a tendency to have the toxic empathy. We have a tendency to become more emotional instead of rational thought. That's why you have to have the two halves to make the whole.
Okay.
And all these pointless, stupid wars that have killed off the warrior class, left women in positions that they didn't need to be in, didn't want to be in, weren't qualified to be in for the most part, but did the best that they could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not, you have to trace it back several decades, but it's not that hard. And you're sitting there going, oh, yeah, I see it now.
It's like, oh, that's where it started. Okay.
Yeah. We're out of balance. We need balance.
Yeah.
Within individuals, within families, communities, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think that David Icke is going to bring balance? No, I don't.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like he's going to just... How much do you want to bet he's just going to end up making an ass of himself and nobody's going to be listening to him?
Well, I don't know that I have ever heard Matt Baker interview anybody. Like I said, he can be a very gregarious person.
Uh-huh.
He's somebody that would be just a cool friend to have.
Yeah.
And so I don't know that he's doing anything. I really think that he wants to talk to Ike in a non-inflammatory manner, that he really wants to know what Ike knows about this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that was the main thing that Ike took a lot of flack for, was about the reptilians. even us saying reptilians will get us a Wikipedia, and like that's a trusted source. I mean, really, for fuck's
Wikipedia is a
sake,
shill.
that they will, yes, that they will give us a little thing on this video about reptilians. Anytime we say
Google,
anything about the reptilians, they give somebody a little banner.
Hey Google, y'all are not Elon Musk.
They ain't fooling. Google ain't fooling nobody neither.
What I'm saying is, y'all are not Elon Musk.
No.
Y'all are not going to put actual facts below the thing.
Yeah.
Y'all can't do what X does with the fact check below the tweet.
Oh, they have proven. There was actually somebody that was one of the founders of Wikipedia that, I can't remember if he got in touch with Elon or somebody, but they were explaining how Wikipedia was absolutely hijacked. And that these people would go in and just purposefully, it started out as a good thing. Mm-hmm. That people could, it was a sharing of information and stuff. But then you had people that started, using it to besmirch people and defame people. And that I have no doubt that you have people that are paid to go on there and add erroneous information.
Yes. Fully.
Which is really tragic. They had done that to David Pilates.
Uh-huh.
Why? Why would you do that?
Well, that's like, for example, the K-pop idol stands.
Uh-huh.
They've done that before. They have full-on just tore Korean celebrities down on their Wikipedia page. The one time there was this one K-pop idol, or it was either K-pop or J-pop, and she announced that she got married or something, or had a boyfriend, mm-hmm. whatever, and the stands just absolutely flipped their lid and changed her Wikipedia to just die.
That's horrible.
Over and over and over and over again.
Well, now, on something like that, I mean, they will eventually just have to stop doing that, because that's very harmful to somebody's mental health. Mm-hmm. It's just humanity.
But those
do better.
But those are the type of people that hijacked Wikipedia.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really sad.
And where the fact it is kind of open source. Mm-hmm. Wikipedia is. So literally people can go in there and change whatever anytime if they wanted to. Well,
and it's like, when people start doing that, you're going to have to make adjustments, because when civilization no longer acts in a civilized manner, then, like I said, adjustments have to be made. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's absolutely crazy, even as far as the rating systems and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah. But anyhow, like I said, if let me check one more time before we stop recording and see if he has.
Other than the reptilians, what do you think that they're going to talk about?
I don't know. No, he hasn't.
I wonder if they're going to talk about, like, other alien species other than reptilians.
Well, there's quite
Mantis
a few
people.
And I don't know. Like I said, Ike backed off about the reptilians and the different alien. Maybe we're the aliens. I don't know. Non-human entities, I think is what they're calling. What is it?
I did see it was like so there's like an offshoot of Wikipedia or whatever, that it's like fan pages or whatever. And it had listed all these alien species and stuff like that. Human was part of that. Part of that list.
We're a hybrid species. We knew that. Or most people knew that, whether they want to accept that. So anyhow, I have no clue what my other original thought was.
It was about what David Icke might talk about on there.
I mean, he backed off because this man, I'm not saying he has not gone through a lot of shit, because he has. I mean, he was a laughing stock there for a long time when he first came out talking about these. The fact that he has continued to talk about such things. I know that there were some little countries or something like that he was not even allowed to go and speak.
What?
Yeah.
Which countries?
I can't remember right now. Somebody else can pull up Wikipedia and ask. I'm not saying that he doesn't have cause to become bitter. That's a choice that a lot of people who have gone through stuff, you either can deal with it, you can allow the situation to humble you, or embitter you. It is a choice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, use that as a teaching, whatever. That's what I try to do. I mean, everybody has moments. But it ought to be pretty cool. Yeah. Hopefully. Everybody's having the paranormal. Everybody's having the supernatural. And this week, from what Leo King said, is, it's going to be, yeah, buddies, this eclipse. I don't know what the it is, but yeah. So you can watch that 5-hour thing and see he did put it over there on YouTube.
Yeah. Maybe it's messing with people's attitudes too, you know?
I'm sure that it is.
Because, like, I don't know what got into me earlier today, but I was you saw what I was posting.
I sit there and go, well, you know, internet is forever.
It wasn't anything that I would be ashamed of.
No.
But I did change my bio to post stuff about dolls, art, sometimes politics, and I respond to fuck nugget retards.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we all do from time to time. You want to tell people where we can be found?
I just figured you'd find that funny. Yeah, you can find us on BitChute, Rumble, YouTube, at Relenda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also check her out on X, previously known as Twitter, where Lenda, COCWS.
Know that you are loved. Still no response. Like I said, by the time I finish editing, if he has responded to me, Mr. Baker, where you can watch the interview, I will definitely, I think it was supposed to be like 9 a.m., but that may have been California time. Of course, with the time change, who knows?
Yeah, you could also make it a pinned comment.
Yeah, I could do that. So if I, as soon as I know, I'll let y'all know. Know that you are loved, that I do know. Treat other people the way you would like to be treated. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yep.
Bye.